Imagine the oldest story in the world. A garden, a man, a woman, and animals. We are told that the man was given the power to name every living creature, thereby claiming ownership of them. But what if, just before they left the garden, the woman decided to undo it all? What if she went to every animal and asked for their names back? This is the story of how the world was unnamed and how silence finally brought true freedom. It started with the sea creatures, the whales, and the dolphins. When she asked them to give their names back, they didn't mind at all. To them, names were just meaningless sounds invented by humans. They dropped their names into the ocean and swam away. Then she went to the land animals, the yaks, the bears, and the insects. They gave their names back easily. They never felt that the names suited them anyway. The hardest ones to convince were the pets, the dogs, the cats, and the horses. They were used to their titles. They liked being called good boy or hunter. But after talking it over, they realized that a name was just a collar made of letters. They surrendered theirs, too. Once the names were gone, something miraculous happened. The woman looked around. The barrier between her and the creatures vanished, without names to separate them. The creatures were no longer wolves, sheep, or birds. They were just life. They were breathing, moving, and existing right next to her. She could no longer categorize them. She could no longer own them. The fear and distance melted away. The world became closer, darker, and more deeply connected. She felt perfectly at one with the unnamed earth. But there was one last thing to do. She had one more name to return. Her own. Her own. She approached the man. He was busy putting parts together to build something, completely oblivious to the quiet revolution happening around him. She placed her name in his hands. "You gave me this," she said. "I don't need it anymore." He didn't even look up. He just nodded absently. He was too focused on his own task to realize that she was no longer the woman he had labeled. With no name to hold her back, she turned around. She walked away from him and into the wild, unnamed world, entirely free.